The best places to visit in Washington State. The Evergreen State, rounding out the northwest corner of the contiguous U.S., offers incredible opportunities in business, art, and the outdoors. For those who are just visiting, Washington State can be overwhelming to tackle. A good place to start is with the state's top attractions, offering views, natural and man-made, guaranteed to impress. From famous sites in Seattle to undiscovered islands, bays and parks, Washington State is home to many beautiful places to visit. Plan a weekend trip to Spokane, Vancouver, Leavenworth, Ellensburg, Walla Wall and other unique towns surrounded by vineyards and stunning scenery. Here are the best places to visit in Washington State. 1. Olympic National Park. Olympic, you might frown. Olympic, doesn't that word have something to do with sports and not with Washington? Or with a Greek meaning? You would not be wrong. The Olympic National Park is home to one of the few temperate rainforests, the Hoh Rainforest, in the nation, as well as the Olympic Mountains in the Olympic Hot Springs. The park sits up on the Olympic Peninsula in the northwest corner of the Northwest State. One of the most popular areas to explore is Hurricane Ridge. This enormous UNESCO World Heritage Site covers several distinct ecosystems and offers almost unlimited activities for adventurous visitors. Hiking is the most popular and natural way to explore, and there are trails suitable for all fitness levels, including strenuous backpacking trails from one campsite to the next. Some of the must-see attractions include Sol-Duc-Falls and the Sol-Duc-Salmon Cascades. You can rent a mountain bike, a kayak, canoe or paddleboard to explore the tranquil lakes. 2. Seattle. Bustling and scenic Seattle has such an enormous variety of attractions that weekend visitors will have to do some serious prioritizing to make the most of every minute. Start your visit at the Skyview Observatory or the Space Needle, both of which offer incredible views of the city and the surrounding islands and mountains. There are museums to satisfy all interests. The Center for Wooden Boats is probably one of the most unique museums because it offers you the chance to set off in an ancient maritime craft and learn how to row, sail, and do repairs. Other museums include the Living Computer Museum, the EMP Museum dedicated to modern culture, the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park, and the Museum of History and Industry. Possibly the most interesting of all is the Museum of Flight, which is home to 160 historic aircraft including a genuine Concorde and a space shuttle trainer. Also make a point to visit the Seattle Art Museum and the Chiruly Garden and Glass exhibition, which is absolutely fascinating. Foodies are spoiled by the number of choices available, with an array of amazing food tours to satisfy just about every palate. 3. Mount Rainier National Park. The stunning beauty and dominant presence of Mount Rainier demands that all who see it on the horizon will want to visit in person. and the closer in you get, the more gorgeous the view. Mount Rainier National Park is accessible to all who wish the experience. Much can be experienced on a driving tour with frequent stops at scenic viewpoints. Those who wish to explore the mountain landscape up close will find hikes that range from easy to difficult, from a few minutes to several days. Mount Baker Highway. Mount Baker Highway begins in Bellingham on Highway 542, passes through a charming rural area, then enters Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. Along the way, you'll enjoy 60 miles of beauty and recreation. Be sure to stop at the U.S. Forest Service Ranger Station in Glacier for a map, recreation pointers, and the latest road and trail condition. There will be many places to stop and enjoy the scenery, hike, or picnic, including Horseshoe Bend, Nooksack Falls, Heather Meadows, and Artist Point. If you plan to head all the way up to Artist Point, which, along with Heather Meadows, is the reason Mount Baker Highway ranks so high on this list, August or September is the time to go. The Coulee-Corridor. The Coulee-Corridor National Scenic Byway runs from Omak in the north, through Moses Lake, to Othello. Along the way, you'll take in stunning scenery, both natural and human-made. Grand-Coulee-Dam is a major highlight, where you can spend a good chunk of your day. Dry Falls Interpretive Center, Banks Lake, Steamboat Rock State Park, Sun Lake State Park, Lake Lenoir Caves, Pothole State Park, and the Columbia National Wildlife Refuge are all worthwhile stops along Coulee-Corridor. The area has captivatingly stark scenery, with opportunities to explore areas such as the Columbia National Wildlife Refuge. North-Cascades-Scenic-Highway. The North Cascades Scenic Highway follows Highway 20 from Cedro-Woolley to the Methal Valley, passing through portions of both Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest and North Cascades National Park. Along the way, you'll see sharp snow-capped peaks, historic dams and powerhouses, and blue-green lakes. There are numerous places to get out and stretch your legs at a scenic viewpoint or hiking trail. Must-do stops include the Diablo-Lake Boat Tour, the North Cascades National Park Visitor Center, and the charming Western-themed town of Winthrop. Mount St. Helens National Monument. Mount St. Helens in the lands preserved in Mount St. Helens National Monument is a fascinating place to visit for a number of reasons. First, getting up close to an active volcano provides a certain thrill. As you drive through the monument, you'll see evidence of the vast destruction from the 1980 eruption. But you'll also see signs of amazing recovery in plant and animal life. Each of the visitor centers does an excellent job of filling you in on different aspects of Mount St. Helens, before, during, and after the events of 1980 with photographs, videos, models, and interpretive exhibits. Spokane. Spokane offers a diverse selection of activities for weekend visitors, including many outdoor attractions as well as a small but select number of cultural activities. Riverfront Park lies at the heart of Spokane, covering over 100 acres and encompassing the sensational Spokane Falls. You can enjoy visiting all the park attractions on foot or get a great aerial view from the Spokane Falls Skyride. Nature lovers can make their way to the John A. Finch Arboretum to enjoy a spectacular display of trees and shrubs, or visit Manitou Park, which houses a conservatory filled with tropical plants, in the midst of beautiful landscaped gardens. Hikers can tackle the 40-mile paved Centennial Trail along the scenic Spokane River in Riverside State Park. Walla Walla. The picturesque Walla-walla-valley is best known as a premier wine-growing region, home to over 150 wineries, but the town of Walla Walla is equally enticing. Before you set off on a wine tour, spend a little time exploring Main Street in downtown Walla Walla, where you can go on a self-guided tour of the many fascinating public art installations, and then enjoy the outdoor sculpture walk of Whitman College. The performing arts are well represented in Walla Walla, and you can attend a show at several theaters or listen to the Walla Walla Symphony Orchestra. In January and June, the Walla Walla Chamber Music Festival sees many acclaimed musicians popping up at venues all over town. Friday Harbor, San-Juan-Island. Regardless of whether you are looking for a quiet weekend getaway or are seeking history, culture and shopping, Friday Harbor on San Juan Island fits the bill. Whale watching, island hopping, kayaking tours and charter fishing are all very popular activities, and there are several tour operators vying for your business, including San Juan excursions, whale watching and wildlife cruises, outer island expeditions, boating and North Shore charters, fishing and Sea Quest kayak tours, to name but a few. If you prefer to keep your feet dry, you can explore the island on two wheels by renting a moped or bicycle from Susie's Mopeds and Bicycles. Or if you have a head for heights, you can enjoy wonderful treetop vistas on a San Juan Island zip tour excursion. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe.